as the snow was falling. Cuddled up with my Valentine and the bugs in my chair. I looked into her eyes and at the chili in her hair, and I said, "Hey, your pussy smells like Wendy's." But that's okay, 'cause Baconators are tasty. The sweat coming off you smells like Wendy's. Now come here and let me food hack you, baby. When she was bored, dashed from my dreams to my front door. I told her the only sauce sandwich I want is yours. Oh my God, Jessica, I will fucking call you back. Let me do the fucking song after drinking and dancing all night long. I said, babe, your pussy smells like Wendy's. But that's okay, 'cause Baconators are tasty. The sweat coming off you smells like Wendy's. Now come here and let me food hack you, baby. Then she was DoorDash from my dreams to my front door. I told her the only sauce sandwich I want is yours. Oh my God, Jessica, I will fucking call you back. Let me do the fucking song after drinking and dancing all night long. I said, babe, your pussy smells like Wendy's. But that's okay, 'cause Baconators are tasty. Tasty. The sweat coming off you smells like Wendy's. Now come here and let me food hack you, baby. It pisses me off. Like, okay, I spent several years being patriotic. Fuck the haters, and that's how it is, YouTube. Nah, stupid fucking lighter. Fuck you. Stupid fucking lighter. Hey lighter, fuck you. Oh, you don't like being beat up. You don't like it. You don't like it. You don't fucking like it. Then maybe you shouldn't fucking go against the grain, stupid fuck. I'll beat you up, you piece of shit. God damn it! I broke my fucking cigarette. Fuck. Fucking social media doesn't give a shit. Fuck you. Fuck you fucking touching me, you piece of fucking shit, you. And fuck this. And of course my drink has to spill. I lose my fucking temper over these stupid fucking assholes. And no one's gonna feel sorry for me, because it's just like you did it to yourself, dude. You had a fucking drink combo and you had to lose your fucking autistic temper. Spill it for yourself. Fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of my way, stupid fucking hat. Stupid fucking piece of shit fucking hat. Fuck you, oh it's here. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You fucking piece of goddamn shit. Fuck you, you stupid fucking bottle. Stay on the fucking desk, stay on the fucking desk, you piece of shit. Fuck you, I told you how many times did I fucking tell you to stay on the fucking desk. Fucking stay on the desk, I told you 1,000 times. Fuck you, fuck you, you stupid fuck. You wanna fall off the desk to be cute, and no one asked you to be cute, you piece of shit. Fuck you. I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you. Stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit. I'll smoke you until you're dead. Fuck you. Don't care if anyone cited me, I'm fucking miserable. I'm just making the best of every day. That's all you can do, YouTube. That's all I can do. Fuck you. I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you. Stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit. I'll smoke you until you're dead. Fuck you. Don't care if anyone cited me, I'm fucking miserable. I'm just making the best of every day. That's all you can do, YouTube. That's all I can do. carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm an alpha, I live with my dad. You're a synth bro, and I'm just a Chad. I'm a black belt, you know what it is. And my carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing.
Welcome to the Altered Perspective. How's it going, everybody? Please like the stream. We are streaming right now live to all of you wonderful DP and TAP supporters out there. We're going to have a fun night. Please like the stream. I'm looking at the convention right now because I wanted to see when JD Vance is going to make his appearance, because I don't think he did that yet. But I do not see him taking the stage yet. Maybe he will eventually. I don't know. I think tonight he's like the headline speaker. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that and see what goes on. I had no idea that Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend, the Fox News woman with the brown hair, I had no idea until just like 20 minutes ago that she is Gavin Newsom's ex-wife. I had no idea. That's crazy. Donald Trump Jr.'s girlfriend used to be married to Gavin Newsom. Go figure. I had no idea. I was looking her up to see what her name was because she was speaking at the convention. And I saw a bunch of pictures of her with Gavin Newsom when she was younger. And I'm like, what the hell? It's pretty crazy. All right, we're gonna check out some stuff here. We're gonna start with Jared. Jared's still in the middle of his YouTube suspension, so he's posting most of his videos to BitChute. And we're gonna check that out. Here we go. All right. Here he is.
How's it going, guys? It's Jared Genesis here. So, I just want to talk about the stupidity of the alt-right. And I thought it was appropriate to make this since I'm on BitChute temporarily because I got a fucking strike on YouTube.
Just stay there, Jared. Please just stay there. Just stay on BitChute in your own weird little corner of the internet. And you can make all the videos you want about weird shit and no one will watch them. And yeah.
Go figure. I even said jab, but apparently, I guess you can't say jab anymore. You get in trouble for that. Medical misinformation. My first strike.
Ha 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 ha. Don't give medical misinformation, Jared. You're not a doctor. You're very dumb. You're unqualified to even give like layman's medical information.
I'm not too upset about it, so yeah. I'm not.
You are upset about it. Otherwise, you wouldn't even say that. You just move on.
Not gonna zap that channel quite yet.
Yeah, because usually Jared gets one strike and then he terminates his own channel. What's up, Egged? Are you watching right now, Egged?
I know my haters are quite scared because I'm almost at 500 subs. So I can start nuking some channels here pretty soon, but
that's not happening.
I digress, as Boogie2988 used to like to say.
That's King Cobra's thing.
I digress that I'm a fucking piece of shit that lies about cancer. Let's just go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes, so to speak.
Did he say the beat and
the
potatoes?
Alt-right, I don't know when it was really founded. I never really heard the term alt-right until Trump came into office.
There was no founding of the alt-right. It was just a political movement that just kind of was organically created.
So I think it was sort of a new movement, maybe kind of like around the time of Antifa. Isn't that ironic? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it was probably around the time of Donald Trump, maybe shortly before. I don't really know, don't really care, because I think they're all pretty awful people. Most of them are racist. But let me just make this very, very clear, boys and girls. I hate...
Looks like it originated in the late 2000s.
SJWs just as much. They're just as awful people as they are. I probably hate alt-righters more because I think for the very reason that a lot of them are self-righteous, and that may have to do with religion, as I know there are some Christians within this movement, or just pagans, morons who think that they're like Zeus. You know what I'm saying? These crazy Aryans or whatever.
Okay.
Which unfortunately I've dealt with a number of these stupid fucking idiots, these homos, because Nazis are all closet homos. Like, let's just make that very, very clear. They love talking about straight white males. They love fantasizing about males. They're gay.
I think that's you.
If you can't see that, you're kind of an idiot. But I thought I needed to point out that obvious fact. But one big thing, though, that I really wanted to get into was the media that they love. Stuff like Star Wars, X-Men, all that dumb crap. I just want to make this very clear, like, especially when it comes to Star Wars, the hypocrisy that you guys love that shit, which is obviously anti-patriarchy and always has been. I don't care what you tell me. George Lucas was a fucking dirty hippie. He actually made stupid documentaries before he even made Star Wars movies. You can look it up.
He made sci-fi movies too, and he made American Graffiti. He made all kinds of movies.
The guy's
Who cares? What does it have to do with anything?
He's a nut bar, okay? He's just like, Mr. Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill. They're both nut bars, okay?
Somehow I feel they both have it together way better than you do. Call me crazy.
Extreme leftists. They always have been. They always will be, especially George Lucas. I don't know about Mark Hamill. Maybe he just,
Wow. George Lucas is worth $5.2 billion. Wow. Selling Star Wars to Disney got him most of that. That's just insane. He is insanely wealthy.
A lot of these washed up celebrities, I've noticed they'll put on a grift, but yeah. George Lucas, I'll at least get...
Is he washed up? Is George Lucas washed up? I think he's just like old and retired. He's not really a celebrity. Well, I guess he's a celebrity because he's a director and a producer and whatever. I think he just kind of retired, though.
Give him respect in the fact that he's always been a lefty loony. You know, he's never changed his stance, and you can see it in the movie, okay? Some of you guys might say, well, you know, it's just about an evil empire like the Nazis. Okay, the Nazis, dude, they were never an empire.
Are you kidding me? I mean, they were a very large country, Germany, and then there was like Austria-Hungary and all that. And all of the German allies, and then all the countries that Germany took over, it was kind of an empire. Pretty large, powerful empire.
Okay, they were, you know, I mean, yeah, there was a fair amount of them, but I would not compare the Nazis to, like, well, say for an example, you know, conservatives these days.
What?
There's a lot more conservatives than there were Nazis.
I mean, the whole country was not, like, all of Germany was Nazis. Like children went to, like, Hitler youth camp and shit like that. So, yeah, Jared, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. The reason why, and this is just my own personal belief, but...
Well, that's how we know it's bullshit.
The reason why the Nazis were so successful was because of drugs. They actually created crystal methamphetamine. And so, yeah, people were using it, dude. It's kind of like the hippies and the hippie movement.
What?
You know, if you guys didn't know, that was an experiment by the feds. LSD was created by the federal government.
No, it wasn't. LSD was created by a Swiss chemist named Dr. Albert Hofmann. It was not created by the federal government. The federal government, you experimented with it, but it was not created by the government. You're an idiot, Jared.
And it was basically made to make society stupid. And they did a really good job of that because
Did you take a lot of it?
Baby boomers are some of the most stupid people who have done the most damage in America, I would say. I really would. You know, they're the ones that spoil their kids, told them they can do anything. You know, these stupid hippies, they were terrible parents, and they're the reason for fucking shitty millennials. They are, bro. You can't tell me otherwise.
You're a millennial.
Okay? So yeah, good job, feds. You guys really did well with the fucking hippie crap. You know what I mean?
The hippie stuff, it was not created by the feds. There were things called like the electric Kool-Aid acid test. There were tons of people doing LSD. They weren't getting it from the feds. The feds, like the military experimented with LSD and stuff like that, but that was a totally separate thing.
It's just so sad what happened to America. It used to be a beautiful place, man. Like back in the 1930s, 1940s.
Oh, you mean when certain people had to use different restrooms and water fountains and everything?
I would say America fell probably like late 50s, I want to say.
Oh, civil rights. Like, Jared just hates the civil rights movement, apparently.
And as much as I hate to blame rock and roll music for it, I mean, if you look at the stats, you know, the stats, bro.
What stats? Show us the stats.
I hate to be a stat cell, but society really did start to decline when rock and roll music became popular. And it's unfortunate because I do love rock music, but it did create a lot of degenerates. Like, let's just be honest, bro. It created a lot of stupid hippies, a lot of dumbass, you know, fucking long-haired bums, and who didn't do anything for America.
Says Jared, the person who has done nothing for anyone.
You know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about, like, you know, good servants for the system. I'm not even saying that, bro. Okay, I'm against 9 to 5, you know, wage cuck life.
Okay, well, if no one did the 9 to 5 life, nothing would get done in the world. Like your computer wouldn't work, your electricity wouldn't work. you know, you wouldn't the groceries you buy at the grocery store, they wouldn't be there. There'd be no one working at the grocery store. There'd be no one driving the trucks to get the food to the grocery store. Your philosophy doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Like you.
But these people just didn't do anything for the world. There's so many washed up bums who died trying to follow the rock and roll dream. I recommend watching Decline of Western Civilization. It's a 3-part series. I actually covered the 3rd one on my BitChute channel. And oh boy, there were some interesting folks on that one, bro. That was like the punk rock version.
No, the first one was the punk rock version. Then the metal years, and then I'm not sure what the 3rd one was. The Decline of Western Civilization, Part 3. It was... Okay. It's homeless punk rocks, like street kids, is what the 3rd one was. So it's like gutter punk homeless people. So part 1 is the punk rock scene in LA in 1980. Part 2 is the metal years, like the LA metal scene. And then part 3 is like homeless gutter punk street kids, apparently.
Where you have the guy with the chicken bone through his nose and the motherfuckers like giant mohawks and all. It's really a great watch. I highly recommend it. There's a really based motherfucker too in that movie who actually more or less he what's the word?
He's really struggling here.
You know what I mean? He prophesized the fall of middle class. He said that like 30 years ago. He knew that was coming. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, I'm kind of getting off track here. I wanted to talk more about Star Wars, but yeah, man. You know, it's just like, you know who I really hate, dude? It's a Gundam. I cannot stand that motherfucker, dude.
There's a lot of people Jared just really, really doesn't like. He's bitter and resentful of so many people that he doesn't really know, and they're just objectively better than him. Even Boogie is better than Jared. And even ignoring the PDF file stuff, Boogie's still better than Jared. Jared is just a resentful, horrible piece of shit. He's one of the worst people on the internet. He just doesn't have a lot of reach, and he never leaves his parents' house. So he's mostly harmless, but if the day comes where he starts going out, I don't know what's going to happen.
He's so obnoxious, and this guy loves to blast, the new Star Wars. It's like, dude, do you not realize that the first Star Wars movies were totally anti-patriarchy, the same thing that SJWs follow?
Okay, can you explain it? So, like, you made a statement. Give me the reasons why the first Star Wars movies were anti-patriarchy. Please.
Like, how can you not see that, bro? Like, come on, dude. And I get it, there were characters like Han Solo who weren't really, who didn't stand for anything, but, that's not what the movie was about. It wasn't just a bunch of fucking Han Solos, bro. You know what I'm saying? That would have been cool if it was. I would totally watch that movie, but no, dude. Like, these were... Luke Skywalker was a conformist, bro. Like, he was just, you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't for the Empire, the Sith Lord Empire.
The Empire wasn't the Sith Lord Empire, though. Like, the Sith were, like, underground at that point, right? Like, Emperor Palpatine.
You know what I mean?
Jared is 38, I believe.
I never cared for this series. I thought this series was honestly kind of stupid. I think Star Wars, in my honest opinion, is the most overrated series in all of time. And the only reason why it's popular is because of little laser guns and, swords. That's the only reason, bro. Because let me give you guys an example, okay? Let's say, for example, Star Wars came out like now, okay?
I mean, there are new Star Wars that come out periodically. Now sometimes it's like a series rather than a movie, but they are actively making new Star Wars.
In 2024, like just now, and it wasn't about the future. It was just, 2024, before laser guns and all that shit. Do you really think it would be that popular? I don't think so. I think the only reason that shit got popped off was because of the little woo. I think that's the only fucking reason.
Is he saying lightsabers are the only reason Star Wars was popular? Is that what he's saying? I don't get the woo 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 woo. What is it? What is he talking about? Is it lightsaber? Yeah, bro, the only reason Star Wars was successful is because of something in the movie Star Wars. It's like, that's not the only reason, but even if it was, it's part of the movie. So what's your point? Lightsabers are part of Star Wars, so if people became fans of Star Wars just because of the lightsabers, it's still something that Star Wars created.
I can't stand the fucking franchise. I think a lot of people who love it are just complete cringe. And I'm just being brutally honest, and I hate to be that judgmental about it, but there's so many annoying, pretentious cunt rags who, worship this series, and birds of the feather flock together, man. You know what I mean? And you can tell a lot about just shit in general by the fan base. You know what I mean? You can really tell a lot. I hate Star Wars. I think it's an awful fucking series. I think it's just beyond stupid.
Okay, then don't watch it. There's other people who feel the same way, but a lot of them are smarter, and they can come up with reasons why. You're just like, oh, the only reason people liked it because of lightsabers, bro.
I mean, it really is. Like, I honestly do think it is a terrible movie.
Okay. You're not alone with that, but other people can articulate why they think it's terrible, and you can't.
First ones, too. I think they're awful. I think it's stupid. I think it's just like this weird soap opera.
I mean, it's not really a soap opera. Soap operas are like episodic, and usually have bad production, and they're filmed on like a sound stage, and they're like overly dramatic. I don't really see that in Star Wars. Usually there's a lot of like romantic drama, and Star Wars doesn't really do that usually either. So no, it's nothing like a soap opera. Like when people say wrestling is a soap opera, I'm like, you got a point. Like there's a lot of soap opera type stuff in wrestling, but no, Star Wars, not like a soap opera at all.
Like what George Lucas said, it was trying to be a soap opera and an action movie all in once, and it's just stupid. It doesn't...
Did George Lucas say that? Maybe he did. I don't see the soap opera aspect of Star Wars.
That doesn't blend together. At least not in my opinion, but... Anyways, guys, that's pretty much what I got for you in this video. The alt-right are just a bunch of stupid soy boys. They're a bunch of manlets who...
I don't agree that it's a space opera. I mean, I guess people can feel that way. George Lucas also thought his movies were unfinished and added all this bad CGI to them. So I don't necessarily trust his judgment all the time.
Ever grew up and who just have to cope because, their ex-girlfriend broke up with them for a black guy. Like, they're all racist. A lot of them are closet racist, but you can tell 99% of them are. They just are...
There's hardly any romance in Star Wars. There, like the first 3 Star Wars movies, there's that slight romance between Han Solo and Princess Leia. It's such a small part of the story. It could almost not even exist.
Really scummy people, neckbeards that never go outside, that never touch grass. Most of them anyway. And the ones who do are just giant simps. So
I prefer Star Trek also, but I'm not of the mindset that I have to like just one. So I like them both for what they are.
anyways, that's what I got for you on this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.
All right, so that's the first Jared video that I have. Now we're going to check out this next one, see if we can get through it. If anyone out there would be so kind as to throw me a couple dollars to support the stream and everything, the link is pinned right there in the chat. Toss us a couple bucks, send us some Streamlabs messages. It would be amazing. All right, here we go.
All right, you guys, what's going on? I got a really interesting game for you guys. Cheers. And I'm probably gonna rant a lot about Boogie, so excuse me for that, but there's still a lot to say about this dude. Like, there really fucking is, man.
Okay.
So let me just get this shit in full screen. Awesome. This is Rocket Knight Adventures. It's like this fucking Sega clone. It's pretty cool, man. Check it out. Oh shit. Let's see here. Okay, I got my bass up.
Now he's going to fuck with the sound settings.
Oh, speak.
If I started recording and I'm like, oh, the sound is bad, I would hit the record button to stop recording, fix the sound, and then start recording again. But Jared can't, he's like incapable of doing that. I don't understand, because that's actually easier. It's actually easier just to check it first.
Into that, I need to turn my Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. No, not this. Hold on.
Ha! All right, so once again, Jared is like a hoarder of browser tabs. He hoards them. He's got those Zillow tabs up again. I see Twitter. I see Gmail. I see Discord.
Scooby-Doo.
Someone has to get Jared to watch the music video.
Sound settings. Bloop. There we go, guys. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that, y'all. I was doing a song earlier, so. Anyways, here we go, guys. We got the volume up. We're ready to go. Oh, you're naked, Rob. Fuck. Yeah, sorry, guys. I can't get shit situated today. I can't fucking talk.
Go on, Jared.
Bro.
Play the game.
But yeah, this game's pretty cool, man. You can do this. That's pretty sweet.
Who wants to bet Jared will die in the first level?
See, I probably got a fucking... this guy. Oh shit, wrong way.
Oh, you're almost dead, Jared. You almost died at the very beginning of the game. Oh, so close.
Nice,
so
dude.
close, Jared.
Fuck, another one.
About to die again. Ah, Jared, you died.
Shit,
now you only got one life. Well, two.
Anyways, let me just turn this music down.
Ha!
So
Come
yeah,
on,
I want to talk
Jared.
about Boogie
Show us
again
your video
today,
game
bro.
skills.
Like this guy, dude. You know, as pathetic as Boogie is, it's so sad that he never changed his life. And it's so sad that YouTube let these stupid bullies keep bullying him. Like, I'm not saying that he deserves a pass on everything for that, but you guys gotta realize, like, this dude had the stupidest retarded trolls. Those fucking 4chaner types that he had to deal with for years. I mean, that would be enough to drive anyone crazy, dude. Like, he must not have been in his right mind. I mean, seriously, like, think about it, bro. Dealing with those kinds of idiots for as long as he did. Yeah, bro, I mean, I honestly... I personally might give him a pass on some things. But I'm just gonna say it like this. I don't blame him for the shit that he did. Because I know he wasn't in his right mind, and YouTube fucking sucks.
So now Jared has flipped to defending Boogie.
Like, I deal with the same stupid retards that he dealt with. I say past tense dealt because I don't know if he's coming back, but... Holy shit, what the hell is that thing? It's like freaking Stormtrooper or whatever. Star Wars.
Ha! Star Wars is a reoccurring theme in Jared's videos.
Holy shit, bro. This game's kind of lagging a little bit, sorry guys.
Your brain is lagging.
But that's just my stupid computer, I guess. Oh, that was sweet. Damn, that was badass, dude. But yeah, anyways, I hope Boogie does come back. Like, I really do.
Why?
I hope that he fucking does.
You were shitting on him. You can't take a position on anything.
I don't want this to be the end of his saga. I want to at least see him get justice.
For what?
For the retarded trolls that he's dealt with for so long. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he deserves some kind of justice for that, bro. I don't care what you gotta say about the guy. It's just pathetic, the crap that he dealt with, those retards. You know, those fucking 4chaners who are just like closet homos who get off on seeing him shirtless. You know what I mean? Those kinds of fucking rejects. Not that it's wrong to be homo, I'm just saying, like, you know, they're just obsessed and crazy. And I'm telling you guys, like, they get off on it. They do, just like they did with me. They're complete homos. And Boogie should not have had to deal with that level of autism for so long. He shouldn't have, bro. YouTube should have stepped in and been like, okay,
we all have to deal with your level of autism.
hey, you know, this lolcow shit is getting crazy. We need to crack down on these losers, you know, who keep constantly making videos about him for clout. You know, because this lolcow shit is fucking retarded, and it's just for petty ass people who
listen to him cope here.
Have no talent of their own, who have to, you know, it's their only way they can get noticed is by talking about other motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Who are you talking about, Jared?
You know what, guys? I think we're gonna play another game. I got one in mind here for y'all.
Oh, you're gonna play another? See, Jared's gonna play a different game now because he sucks at that game.
I got a good one for you guys, bro. I was thinking about playing this game for a good while too, but yeah, one of my favorite games for the N64, bro, is well, you're about to find out. If I could fucking find this shit. Here we go, baby. Road Rash. This game, bro, Road Rash 64, I would argue is the best Road Rash out of all of them. It really
Let's see how good
is,
you are
dude.
at Road
And
Rash.
for one solid reason. It's because you can jump the cars, bro. You can, like, use them like a ramp. I love doing that. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here real soon because I got a nice new fucking emulator. Only takes a second to upload these, or to download, I mean. Boom, we're in. This emubrowser.com is so much better than Play Retro, like holy shit. It just doesn't have as many titles to choose from. But check this shit out, bro. And I love the soundtrack in this game too. The soundtrack is so fucking good. Let's go, bitch.
He actually got trolled back in the day for being like a console peasant. But now it's funny because he plays all of his console games on his PC.
Black chick with titties? Oh my god, bro. That's kind of, I don't know, that's a bit racist. And, or we could be the fucking speed bike dude. I guess we'll go speed bikes. Tell me that black chick wasn't racist, dude. Like, come on, get your shit together, guys. Oh my lord. Anyways,
alright, I don't want to hear this fucking...
It's awesome. That's what she said. Let's go, bitch. I'm trying to remember the fucking controls here. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, we're good. Took me a second. Oh yeah, bitch. Let's knock some motherfuckers out.
I used to play Road Rash for Sega Genesis back in the day.
Knocking motherfuckers out, bitch. I don't know why it's hard for me to
Jared,
like.
look at you,
I can't
idiot.
figure
You're
out how to
dead.
use a fucking pipe.
Good job,
That's what she
Jared.
said.
Now you're in dead
I don't know,
last.
it's weird. It's like going to my fucking. Yeah, I think this game, the emulator might be kind of messed up.
No, it's
Because
you.
it just sort of
Definitely
decides
you.
to use the pipe when it wants to. I can't stop myself. Holy shit. Okay, here we go, guys. And now it's working awesome.
Oh yeah, it's working awesome when you're doing
Pipe these
well.
bitches. Come on, bro. Someone fucking die already. Holy shit, bro. I love this game so much. I adore this game, bro. This game is my fucking bitch. I love Road Rash for the Sega too. I mean, you can't beat that shit. Hey, got him. Yeah, Sega Genesis Road Rash is just as good. It's just stupid hard. Like, they made it too difficult. There's like too many fucking ways to die. Hey guys, let's hit a few more and we'll call it quits. Sorry, I just don't feel like streaming for that long today.
You're not streaming, Jared.
But yeah, do get justice, but you know what? Let's enjoy the music. I think I've ranted enough about that asshole. Let's go, bitch. Oh yeah, bitch. That's what I'm talking. Okay, let's jump this car. Hold on. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh fuck! Nice. I literally jumped that car. I just meant like this, but check this out. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, when you do that, it slows
Oh, no,
you down.
it's black chick. I wish you could hear the music better. The music is so good in this game.
Hit by Stanley. You about to
Gotcha,
crash,
man.
Jared.
I rock at this game, bro.
Oh, do you?
I am the Road Rash King, dude. Oh yeah, sweet air. Look at this homie just chilling. Oh fuck, bro. That little bitch got me. Oh shit, son. There's carcasses everywhere, dude. Oh shit, a fucking big rig. And that's race. Hell yeah, booty wiggles. Fuck yeah, man. Ah, this game is so fucking good. Let's do one more, dude. But we're gonna be the cruiser, dude. Time to get cruising, boys.
Oh, thank you so fucking much.
GTA at home, sweetie. GTA at home.
GTA at home, sweetie. Thank you so much. You're my first dono after streaming for 45 minutes. I really appreciate it.
Oh, I put a bunch of ginger in my tea, bro. Oh my god, that shit is... Whew. Spicy. Oh, I lost my pipe, dude. Man, why'd they take my damn pie, bro? That sucks. I'm gonna steal this guy's fucking shit. How do you steal shit? Oh, you ass. I'm about to die. Oh, yes, dude. That was sick, bro. Yo, these graphics kind of remind... Oh, dude, I got it. I got his fucking stick. Oh, watch this, too. Hold on. Scratch my back. Yay. Awesome. I got
Swinging.
a whacking stick.
Oh my god.
I got a whacking stick. A whacking stick. It's like...
All right, Jared. You're not... What else? What are you playing here?
I never played much either, man. I know I probably missed out, but it just wasn't my cup of tea, bro.
Bro. Please like the stream if you haven't already. Throw me a couple dollars if you're out there.
All right, guys, let's get it. Vector man. He's Vector, like the fucking Despicable Me, right? Vector, is that his name? Oh shit, the oh poop guy. Oh poop. Love that movie, dude. I need to watch the third one. It's on Netflix. Yeah, I never saw the third, and the fourth just came out too, which I want to see. But damn, they restarted that shit really quick. Didn't even give me a chance to press start. I'll admit that's kind of annoying. Like some games are like that.
This game we made you go with my cousin on
Oh, yeah?
PS1 with burned PS1 disc Lamau. The game was set on easy for Jared. It was a pretty hard game to play.
Do you mean Road Rash? Yeah, I'm guessing you mean Road Rash because he's just now starting this game. Yeah, he's yeah, of course. He needs easy mode. He needs casual mode. Jared sucks at games, but he won't admit it. He'll blame the controller or like lagging or I hate when that I hate when people do that shit. It's like just accept responsibility and it's only a fucking game. I don't know, seems pretty simple to me.
Where it'll show you like a demo and you have to press start again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who's the asshole to put the difficulty on Wicked? Now we're going lame, son, because that's just how I roll. Because I'm a fucking lame ass. Alright, guys. Let's get a little bit of this shit in and we'll call it a day.
He's talking like he's at work, like he's gonna punch the clock at the end of the
Hopefully
day.
it kept it on lame. Because this game is stupid hard.
This game's stupid hard.
And you're about to see that. So the great thing about this game is that he goes really fast. I don't know any other game aside from like, let me turn this down a bit. I don't know any game aside from like Contra where you can run and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I am
fucked that up
saying?
with Resident Evil for the longest time. But yeah, this is just, that's why it's so addicting. It's because you can just keep going, bro. While kicking ass. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I am saying?
I wish you could jump on
Bro.
motherfuckers though. Like, that would make it easier. I feel like this game is a giant fuck you to AI and like, you know what I'm saying? Like to Big Brother with all the cameras around. I think that's badass.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I am saying,
Government
bro?
spies, fuck you. Stop watching me, bitch. Oh my god.
You
I
suck
at this game,
so
as you can
bad.
See, but it's still super fun, bro. Stupid fun. I think the trick is to just like keep shooting. Yeah, this is one of those games where you like really need the turbo button, which I do not have. But we'll still try our best to wing it.
Yeah, Teddy, and you missed Road Rash earlier. He was playing Road Rash very badly a second ago. The N64 version of Road Rash. You know what I am saying, bro?
That's so cool, man. Stupid freaking dragonflies or whatever. Dude, if this is easy mode, like, good lord.
No, you just suck ass. Oh, man.
I would hate to see hard mode. I wonder if anyone that can, like, actually play this on hard mode.
Yes, people can play it on hard mode.
Yeah, this is one game that AVGN never touched or talked about. Because he doesn't know shit about the Genesis. He's just a Nintendo nerd. But yeah, there's so many games he missed on like his fucking show. But instead he does stupid reviews of like My Pony. Fucking idiot, dude. Guy is such a loser. He's such a has-been. I'm sorry, but I can't stand that fucking guy anymore. Like, I really cannot. But anyways, guys, I'm about to wrap it up because I am sucking badly on this shit.
Yes.
But still having the fucking time of my life playing. It's still so fun. Even though I'm so terrible at it, it's just one of those games where it's still fun. Oh shit. It's like, dude, why can't you just hold down the button though? That's one gripe I have with these kinds of games, you know?
He wants turbo so bad. Is he just lazy? He can't button mash? I kind of like that. That's why I like Galaga a lot. Because you're just like mashing the button. Pew, 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 pew. You know?
Obviously, they're in cahoots with like controller companies. You know what I mean?
Yes, he is not good at any game. The games were like that are point and click adventures. He can just look up what to do, and then you can't lose if you know what to do. If you like pull up a walkthrough.
Buy the shit. And, I recently bought the Sega Saturn D-pad that's like, it's got the freaking thumbstick on it. I think it was made specifically for knights. I'll show it off someday. Yeah, I got that not too long ago. Oh shit, I'm walking on air, bro. Did you see that? I can walk on those little star things? I don't know. I must be tripping. Anyways, guys, I'm about dead here. Well, let's see if I can make it. Hold on. No. Awesome. Very cool stuff, guys. Very cool stuff. Well, y'all, I think that's... where are we? About 20 minutes in? Yeah. I think that's probably... oh... Holy fuck, my ass hurts, dude. I need to get a gaming chair, bro.
No, that is a waste of money. You do not need a gaming chair. Shut up. God, I hope his parents don't buy him a gaming chair.
His shit sucks. I'm on a freaking kitchen chair, dude.
A wooden kitchen chair. Yep, that's fitting. I say keep that.
With a freaking boat seat. This little thin-ass boat cushion. It's so stupid. But anyways, guys, yeah, I just wanted to say again, good luck to Boogie2988. I hope you find happiness in life, bro. Unfortunately, some people just don't have much luck in life. And there's a lot of...
I like how he has the game still playing.
Losers who like to, you know, capitalize on that. Weak people like to prey on, you know, victims like him. Narcissists. Specifically, and those are the same motherfuckers.
Just want to point out in the chat, Leslie is a gender neutral name. There's plenty of men and women named Leslie. When I think of men named Leslie, I usually think of like older men because it was a more popular name for men. You know, in the the 40s or whatever. But Leslie is definitely interchangeable
that I deal with. So best of luck to the guy, and yeah, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. So we'll see you next time. Peace.
All right, Jared. What else we got? Let's check out some news. Biden has COVID, by the way, right now.
How are you feeling? Mr. President, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you have symptoms?
God, he's so old, man. He just does not look good. He's like, all right, can't fall. Don't fall.
Yes. Good. I feel good.
Okay. We just watched him walk very slowly up into an airplane.
Turning now to the latest on the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The FBI is still working to figure out the 20-year-old shooter's motive as questions grow about the security failures. ABC's Allison Cossack has the full details.
Just a quick reminder, could really use some dono funding right now. If anyone wants to help us move a little closer to this goal right now, it's pinned in the chat. Thank you so much in advance.
Authorities say Thomas Matthew Crooks, the man they allege tried to assassinate former President Donald Trump, got to the roof of a building 400 feet from the rally by climbing over an air conditioning unit, not by using the 5-foot ladder they say he may have recently purchased. Investigators also learning new details suggesting Crooks was meticulous in designing several suspicious devices found in his vehicle and residence. The devices had intricate wiring and chemicals, though it remains unclear how effective or dangerous they may be. A remote transmitter found in the suspect's pocket may have been intended to set off those devices.
The odd man out here is the explosives. As to what was he going to do with those?
The alleged gunman's motive still unclear. There are questions if he was on a suicide mission. Sources telling ABC News he left his tactical vest in his vehicle, raising questions about whether he intended to survive. He had also asked his employer if he could take a day off Saturday, the day of the shooting, maybe returning Sunday.
He's going down!
Questions continuing about the security lapse and outrage growing since law enforcement officers were stationed inside the same building where Crooks climbed up to the roof and opened fire.
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service, and I need to make sure that we are performing a review and that we are giving resources to our personnel as necessary.
The local sheriff is defending his team, telling ABC News each department had been given
No one wants to take responsibility for this, if you notice.
specific assignments.
Like, nobody wants to say, oh, yeah, we fucked up. It's my fault.
They carried them out. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Two rally-goers who were injured in the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump have been upgraded from critical to serious condition.
As our Charlie DeMar reports from Butler, Pennsylvania, investigators still do not have a motive for that attack.
A photo taken by local law enforcement and obtained by the New York Post shows the gunman, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, shortly before
He's a very
he
weird-looking
opened fire
guy,
at Saturday's
very flat
campaign rally
face.
in western Pennsylvania. A local law enforcement officer told CBS News a sniper from a local tactical team at the rally took a picture, saw Crooks looking through a rangefinder, and called for backup. But by the time the officers responded, he had scaled the building. One person was killed in the attack, and 3 others, including former President Donald Trump, were injured.
The Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General has ordered an investigation into the planning of Saturday's rally. Meanwhile, President Biden has said he is also trying to determine how the shooter was able to get around the security measures put in place by the Secret Service.
I think they are, in a lot of ways, stretched thin.
A.T. Smith is a former deputy director of the Secret Service. He says he finds it troubling that the agency supplemented its snipers with a local team.
Nothing against their abilities at all, but, this is like a military-type precision team. And in order to effectively cover everything, you need to have everyone operating from the same sheet of music, the same radio frequency.
He says, like other law enforcement agencies, the Secret Service has struggled with retaining employees over the past few years.
The House Judiciary Committee announced that it will be holding a hearing with FBI Director Christopher Wray, and in an interview on Fox News, House Speaker Mike Johnson has called for the head of the Secret Service to step down. In Butler, Pennsylvania,
Maybe
I'm
she
Charlie
should.
DeMar, CBS News, Chicago.
Thank you, Charlie.
In the meantime, Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance is a one-time critic of former President Trump who's turned into a fierce defender.
Earlier today, I spoke with David Weigel.
He had to kiss the ring to get the job.
Who's covered J.D. Vance for years. No vice presidential nominee has had a more meteoric rise since Richard Nixon. Help us understand J.D. Vance's political ascent.
Yeah, well, Vance literally wrote himself into history. He was a working class kid from Ohio. Nobody disputes that. Had a rough upbringing. He went to military, then to Ohio State, graduated in 2 years, went to Yale Law School, and while there was mentored into writing Hillbilly Elegy, which is sold, I think at this point, selling more now, 2 million copies. So a lot of Americans got to know him in 2016 as a Rust Belt working class conservative who thought Donald Trump had the wrong prescriptions to save people like the ones he grew up with, that they were being misled by Donald Trump. And he did evolve. And during the Trump presidency, the way he tells it is that the scales fell from his eyes. He started to see that what he was told about Trump were lies. At various points, he's talked about breaks he had with the liberal consensus. So the Kavanaugh nomination, he thought he was being railroaded. He thought attacks on Trump were unfair. He ran for Senate in 2022 as an America First candidate, completely in line with Trump policies, successfully getting his...
Oh, God. Trump Jr. is about to take the stage at the convention. Let's see what this is all about here. Let's check it out.
Good evening, America. Before I begin my remarks, I'm going to do something a little uncharacteristic. A Trump is going to give up the microphone. Doesn't happen often. You may never see it again. But I got a call on Monday morning from a young lady who said, "Dad, I want to speak at the RNC."
What, is he going to bring his kid up there? Is that what's
I
happening?
want to speak at the RNC because I want America to know what my grandpa is actually like. So for the first time ever on a stage, first time ever giving a speech, I want to bring out my eldest daughter and the eldest granddaughter of the President of the United States, your favorite president, Kai Madison Trump.
This is unexpected.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kai Madison Trump. I am the granddaughter of Donald Trump. I'm speaking today to share the side of my grandpa that people don't often see. To me, he's just a normal grandpa. He gives us candy and soda when our parents aren't looking. He always wants to know how we're doing in school.
Number 2 minute
When I
Hia
made
Hayes
the
from
high
me the
honor
next
roll,
2
he
weeks.
printed it out.
Vacation planning, but I digress.
Hey, that's cool. I understand. I appreciate all the support. Absolutely.
During the middle of the school day to ask
Thank you so
how the golf
much.
game is going and tells me all about his.
I got to figure out how to get this
But
Patreon
then I have to remind
back up
him
to its
that I'm in
former
school,
glory.
and I'll have to call him back later. When we play golf together, if I'm not on his team, he'll try to get inside of my head. I know. And he's always surprised that I don't let him get to me. But I have to remind him, I'm a Trump too. Even when he's going through all these court cases, he always asks me how I'm doing. He always encourages me to push myself to be the most successful person I can be. Obviously, he sets the bar pretty high, but who knows, maybe one day I'll catch him. On Saturday, I was shocked when I heard that he has been shot, and I just wanted to know if he was okay. It was heartbreaking that someone would do that to another person. A lot of people have put my grandpa through hell, and he's still standing. Grandpa, you are such an inspiration, and I love you.
This is so bland, and it's like, what? She's like a teenage girl.
The
I can't really
media
like.
makes my grandpa
I
seem
can't really
like a
talk
different
too much
person,
trash,
but
and
I
she's
know
just like
him
reading from a
for who he
teleprompter.
is.
So this is hard to really even
He's very
commentate
caring
on.
and loving.
You know,
He truly wants the
my
best for this
grandpa
country,
is so
and
loving.
He
He
will
is
fight
so
every single day
great. Let me
to
read
make
this
America
statement
great
that was
again.
written for me.
Thank you very much.
So this is the daughter that he had with his ex-wife. They kept showing her sitting in the crowd because she's there too. It's Donald Trump Jr.'s ex-wife who, and now he's with Gavin Newsom's ex-wife, which is so weird.
A lot of proud moments this week for my family. Thank you again, guys. Really appreciate that. That's not easy. That's the first time. I mean, this is what we call a large crowd for a speech, so incredible work, Kai. Now, back to business. Guys. Thank you, sir. Tonight we gather here in Milwaukee at one of the most crucial moments in American history. Just days ago, something that once seemed unimaginable became a terrifying reality. My father came under literal fire as an incredible, patriotic rally turned into a tragedy. On a field in Butler, Pennsylvania, a brave firefighter died. Others were injured, and as those bullets rained down, we came millimeters away from one of the darkest moments in our nation's history. But we did lose an American hero that day. We wish that he were with us tonight, but his memory will live on forever in the hearts of his family, his community, and the nation that he loved.
Yeah, this guy, that guy's... I'm sure he'll be mentioned more than a few times.
So I would like to take just a moment tonight to express our gratitude for the life and service of American hero Corey Comparator. They say you can't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it. So what was my father's instinct as his life was on the line? Not to cower, not to surrender, but to show for all the world to see that the next American president has the heart of a lion.
I'm waiting for Vance to get up here.
That the next American president has the courage to put the American people first once again.
I think it was kind of unnecessary to bring Trump's granddaughter up there to be like,
And in
my
that
grandpa's
moment,
such a great guy.
My father didn't just show his character. He showed America's character. When he stood up with blood on his face and the flag at his back, the world saw a spirit that could never be broken. And that is the true spirit of America. America knows what it's like to be down. We know what it's like to be confused and to be afraid. Long before the attempt on my father's life, every American I met was filled with fear and anxiety. They were afraid our country was
Every
being torn
American
apart.
he met was
They
filled
were
with
anxious
fear and
about the
anxiety.
massive and chaotic invasion of
'Cause they-
illegal aliens across our border.
Because they want
They were
Trump to be
deeply
president
concerned
so
about
badly.
partisan lawfare, education indoctrination, and attacks on freedom of speech. Most terrifying of all, they saw that our leaders didn't care, or worse, that they joyfully aided and abetted the erosion of our rights. And the lies. Oh yeah, the lies. We won't ever forget the lies. from left-wing politicians, from their allies in the media, when you hear them in a row, you fully understand the extent they have gone to divide this great nation. They lied about Russia collusion. They lied about Hunter's laptop. They lied about Joe Biden's fitness for office. They lied about the border being secure. They lied about inflation being transitory. They lied about how they would safely withdraw from Afghanistan. They lied about Biden being a, quote, moderate.
All right.
And they told one nonsense.
All right. I'm going to come back when JD Vance is on just to see what that joker has to say. But we'll get back into this.
And telling that conversion story, telling Republican voters who saw lots of ads of him bashing Trump on TV from 2016 that they could be like him. He was wrong, and he on the road to Damascus saw the light and supported Trump.
So based on your reporting, is that conversion sincere? Because
he saw the light.
Point out that to go from
that's like he's talking like the Apostle Paul,
comparing Donald Trump to Hitler, to serving as his running mate, that evolution is really craven and calculated.
Well, lucky for him, it's a very common story, and it's one of the themes of the RNC this week. He will be one of several speakers who say they were told lies about Donald Trump, then they saw him act in office, then they were converted to him. And even if outside this convention, a refrain you hear from a lot of people, and you've heard it from Vance, is that the media focuses on his tweets, focuses on the way he speaks, doesn't focus on the results. So within the Republican Party, that's a very safe place to be. Talking to Democrats about how they want to run against Vance, a lot of them think that's a dead end. Saying that he is it helpful? Is it going to be helpful in a debate maybe, that he can be made to defend that and flip-flops? Potentially. They're more focused on the conservative record he had once he started running for office, including some disagreements with Donald Trump, some static with other members of the party who didn't want him as the nominee.
His opposition to Ukraine aid has been a real feature of his time in the Senate. How rooted is his non-interventionist view? How rooted is that in his military experience?
It's very rooted in his own military experience. He enlists before he goes to college, serves in Iraq, and he comes away with a critique that Donald Trump adopts eventually too, which is that there are forever wars around the world. There are nation-building exercises that George W. Bush and a lot of Democrats engaged in, and they made America
George
weaker.
W. Bush and a lot of Democrats.
You saw when he
it almost made
came
it
to the
sound like
floor
he called George W. Bush a
joining
Democrat.
the rest of the evening's program. He comes on stage to Merle Haggard's "America First," which is an anti-Iraq war song. It's about spending resources here and not over there. And he has been consistent on that in a very short political career. He is anti-interventionist. He has a different stance on Iran, like a lot of Republicans, but that is the biggest point of disagreement between him and a lot of Republicans. And it was litigated in the primary in 2022 when the Ukraine war had just begun. Russia had just invaded. His position was he didn't care. He didn't care about Ukraine's interest. It wasn't worth spending American money there. And that is a disagreement between him and a lot of Republicans who worry that if Trump gets back in office, and I talked to a few yesterday, with this ticket, people around the world, Vladimir Putin will say, we know what to expect from these guys. America's going to pull out of its responsibilities around the world.
Is the expectation that he would have more policy influence in the West Wing if they win, because Donald Trump is not as invested in policy as past presidents have been?
Well, a lot of people want to be writing policy for the Trump administration. That's been one of the biggest arguments inside the party and from Democrats pushing outside. So Vance, for example, wrote the foreword to the president of the Heritage Foundation's upcoming book, The Heritage Foundation Developed Project 2025. Vance is much more aligned.
This guy
with
is just
national
talking.
All
right. Yeah, let's skip to something else.
Kayla, the president of the United States was about to speak, but something has gone on. We've just gotten new information. Tell us about that.
Well, President Biden has just tested positive for COVID. That, according to the president of UNIDOS, the leader of the organization that was set to host President Biden here in Las Vegas this afternoon amid a flurry of outreach that the president was doing to black voters and Hispanic voters as he tried to shore up support from critical constituencies. The UNIDOS president noting that Biden has done many more public events. He's been with crowds. He was just at a local restaurant earlier this afternoon filming an interview with a local Latino media outlet. And it was shortly after that word began spreading here in the ballroom that the president would not be attending this event to deliver his remarks that at this point have now been delayed considerably throughout the afternoon. There was an audible gasp in the ballroom when that news was delivered. But as the leader of Unidos explained that President Biden planned to address the group at some point in the future and said that they will continue to support the president in his policies and his efforts, there was some applause that broke out among the crowd. Remember, the second gentleman tested positive for COVID a little bit more than a week ago. So there.
Matt Gaetz got into some like little tiff with other Republicans. I saw a clip of that earlier today.
Has been some exposure in the White House from some people who have tested positive, but it's unclear exactly where President Biden picked this up. We know that he
very supportive crowd. There's about 2,000 people in the audience. They flooded the ballroom when the doors opened at 11 a.m., so people have been waiting for over 3 hours. There was a lot of excitement.
So there was like this huge crowd waiting to see Biden, and then Biden's like, I'm sick, gotta go.
He's been here in Las Vegas since yesterday when he did a speech at the NAACP. He had a packed schedule today, Wolf. He was doing events at a Mexican restaurant. He was doing media interviews with Latino media.
He's like, I'll go to a Mexican restaurant and talk to random people sitting at their table.
At a Mexican restaurant here in the city. And we were sitting here waiting for him and wondering what was delaying him. And then the news came to Janet Murguía, who is the head of Unidos, that he was not coming, that he had tested positive for COVID. President Biden called her. I was next to her. President Biden called her, told her how sorry he is not to be here, how disappointed he is, how much this organization means to him. Janet and Unidos, of course, is very
The woman
disappointed.
talking is on The View.
This is going to be a great
She's
event,
one of the hosts of The
for
View, but she
president.
also works for CNN.
There was a lot of people who really wanted to show him here that they have his back. And listen, I'll say this. My co-host, Whoopi Goldberg, was out last week with 5 days because of COVID. It's going around again, and this should be a reminder for all of us that COVID is not gone, that there's new strains, and that it's coming around again. So the decision was made for him not to come and not to put anybody at risk.
Anna, did they say anything about the symptoms that he may have had that resulted in an actual COVID test being administered?
Yeah, apparently he started not feeling well. Apparently he started feeling under the weather. And it must have
wasn't he sick at the debate too, allegedly? So he's just like sick all the time? Because he said he had a cold then. Now he has COVID. It's like once a month he comes down with some sort of illness.
been today, Wolf, because like I said, yesterday he was at the NAACP that is also having its annual convention here. And just to put things in context, I would tell you Unidos is like the Latin version, the Latino version of the NAACP. It's the largest Latino advocacy organization in the country. It's been having annual conventions since 1978. And so the thought was the president was doing the NAACP convention yesterday where he got a rousing applause, a rousing reception. He gave what was a very strong
rousing
speech.
reception.
He
Okay.
had other events. And then today, he had a packed schedule starting in the morning, and at about an hour and a half ago, we heard backstage that there was something delaying him, that he wasn't feeling well. And then they came back and said he's just tested positive for COVID. People traveling with the president called Janet Murguía, and then the president himself called Janet Murguía and told her how sorry he is not to be able to join Unidos.
Anna, there was a large audience getting ready to hear the President of the United States when it was announced that he has tested positive with COVID. What was the reaction inside the room?
Oh, great disappointment. This is a Latino organization that has a lot of members and supporters that are very engaged in politics. Wolf, I've been...
All right, it's like blah, 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 blah. All right. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back, and then we will watch some more stuff.
I'm an incel, mindfulness shit. I'm a Christian, and I have evidence. I'm a Buddhist, and I wear belt, you know what it is. And my carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm an alpha, I live with my dad. You're a synth bro, and I'm just a Chad. I'm a black belt, you know what it is. And my carpet is all covered in jizz. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing. I'm Jared Genesis. Do you know what I am saying? I'm hanging at playground, watching kids playing.
I want to thank the person that sent the dono while the music was playing. You are amazing. And everyone, please like the stream. And we're going to check out some more stuff.
Two rally goers who were in.
Oh, no, that's not it. Mr. Biden, blah, blah, blah.
There's an old expression, is what I'm trying to say. You've heard it, that a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting its shoes on. Well, that's even more true in our age of social media. And certainly after a major event like the assassination attempt on former President Trump over the weekend. Fortunately, we've got CBS News cybersecurity expert and analyst Chris Krebs to help us sort through all of this. He's the best there is. Chris Krebs, good to see you. Help, help, help.
Morning.
We really need you this morning. You know, within seconds of that horrible incident on Saturday, there were already the conspiracy theories. One was this was a stage incident to help benefit him.
No matter what happens, any like big event like that, there's going to be people claiming that it was staged. Because there's just people that don't believe anything is as it actually seems. Like, never. Like, the norm is... The norm is for, like, everything to be planned.
Which seems outrageous considering one person died and two others were wounded. Yeah. The second was, well, this was really a coordinated effort to take him out. So when you're watching this and you're sitting at home and you're listening to all these things, what steps can you take to make sure that you're getting the right information? Because the misinformation is off the charts these days.
Well, I think first things first is consider the source. Is this person in a position to know the information that they're relaying to you? And I would also suggest check your confirmation bias. If this really hits your heartstrings, maybe step back and think, am I being targeted? Am I being provided information to make me think a certain way or even act a certain way? And then lastly, again, go to official sources, go to authoritative sources that would be in the know, whether it's a law enforcement official, local police, or when it comes to elections, of course, go to the election official in your jurisdiction.
Where's the misinformation coming from for the most part, do you think?
All over, frankly. We have seen, as Jason Miller just mentioned, I think a return, at least temporarily, to normalcy across the political elites. We are seeing a more, that lower temperature that we've been hearing about. So it has not been as much from the political elite. It has been, however, online from influencers, as well as some of our foreign adversaries. My team at Sentinel Labs has seen a group we call Doppelganger. It's a Russian-based disinformation group spreading headlines over the last day or so that is really trying to undermine and continue to sow division here in the U.S., as well as send the message back to Russia that, hey, look over there. Things aren't great. They're just fine here in Russia. This is the right place to be.
But Chris, you mentioned influencers. These are American social media influencers. Are they being impacted somehow by the structure of social media, the incentives for them to push content? Is that part of this snowball?
In many cases, yes, they are U.S. based, but they're also international. You can't really tell, right? Remember, consider the source. You can't really tell where someone's based because not all of these accounts are real personas. They sometimes are fake or they're cover identities. But yes, the incentive structures of social media today are set up so, particularly when you have a high stakes event like an attempted assassination, that there's a lot of opportunity for clicks and eyeballs and engagement. And the way the monetization structure works on some of these platforms is the more outrageous things that you post, you get more clicks and you can get paid on the other side.
Yeah. So when misinformation is so heavily monetized, it's encouraged. It's crazy. And Elon Musk played a big hand in that.
In a moment like that, when everyone is looking for information, you're going to see high rates of engagement. And therefore, I think, again, due to the incentive structures, outlandish, outrageous conspiracies, as Gail pointed out early on.
Yeah, Chris, it's Vlad. That expression that Gail used, a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting its shoes on. Why is that? Why are human beings prone to engaging in conspiracy theories? And as a security expert, does that worry you that that happens so frequently here now in this very divided time that we're living in?
It's almost a biological response. It's psychological, right? It's a fight or flight motion almost, where you hear something that really, again, hits you in the heartstrings, and it gets your emotions going, it gets the energy going, and so you want to chase that down. But to the point, officials even in traditional media are acting responsibly, not speculating, they're confirming information. So there is going to always be a lag in getting the true accounting of what just happened. And again, you saw that in many of the headlines Saturday evening of shots fired or the president falls, the former president falls. Online, though, there is no accounting mechanism, so you can immediately say that the president was almost assassinated. And there is always going to be a time distance.
That is such a good point, Chris Krebs. Thank you so much.
There you have it, Chris Krebs. This is, I guess Tenacious D got like their whole Australian tour canceled because the guy in Tenacious D who's not Jack Black said that next time someone should, finish the job, for lack of a better term. Let's see.
Happy birthday, dear Kyle.
Yeah, don't miss. Yeah.
Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
It's an edgy joke.
Thank you. We love you, kids. Matt, will take it backstage and cut it into pieces, please. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, guys.
What is up with Jack Black's outfit? He looks like Guy Fieri.
How about this guy? Kyle Gass. Happy birthday. God damn. You guys are the best. I don't think we've ever performed on your actual birthday. Yeah. I like it.
All right,
I'm sure there will be a lot of people watching this video who do not know me, who are new to this channel, and are just checking in based on recent.
This is the guy, I guess the shooter was wearing this guy's, like, branded t-shirt.
Occurrences. So, for those who are new, for those who do not know me, my name is Matt Carricker. I am a Texas-based YouTuber, and this is my YouTube channel. Demolition Ranch is a firearms-centered channel. I also have Off the Ranch Matt Carricker channel, which is a blog-type channel. And then I'm also a veterinarian, and so I have Vet Ranch, which is a veterinary-centered channel. And across the board, across all of my videos, we really don't talk about politics at all. We keep politics out of it. For one, it's not my bread and butter, but also I don't feel the need to impose my political views and beliefs on other people. And so we generally just stay away from the topic of politics. However, we were obviously kind of thrust into the conversation after last weekend. So before I go any further, to the family of the victim who died during the Trump shooting, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's terrible, and I hate that happened to him and to you guys. And wishing you guys the best from here. That's the worst. For those who were injured in the shooting as well, wishing you guys a speedy recovery, praying for pain-free recovery for you as well. Both physically and mentally. I can't imagine. So, as a lot of you guys know, and we were shocked and confused to find this out, the shooter who tried to assassinate Trump was wearing merch from my channel, wearing a Demolition Ranch t-shirt. And that sucked to see that. Yeah, that was rough. So this t-shirt, we also own a t-shirt company, and it's based out of my hometown right here. And my friends work there, and we make these shirts. We print them here in Texas and ship them all over the world. I've seen my shirts in every continent. I got a picture like 2 weeks ago of a guy wearing my shirt in Antarctica. And so we don't vet the people who buy our shirts, obviously. It'd be impossible to, just like Nike doesn't vet who buys their shoes. I wish I could. I would love to keep people like that from buying, wearing, being associated with that article of clothing. Like, I wish he couldn't get a shirt. But it happened. And I think the difference in, a gunman wearing a pair of Nike shoes and a gunman wearing my t-shirt is this brand is much more personal to me than Nike is to its executives. And so to see my name next to the shooter's name, it sucks. And I wish we could keep that from happening. So no matter what side you're on politically, none of us want violence. This channel is
Some
never
people
meant
do,
to
but I don't agree with them.
Incite violence or hate. It never has, it isn't, and it never will be a channel that does that. I don't want any violence or hate anywhere around me. I have a wife and little kids. I want them to be safe and secure forever. And the videos I put out, I want to make sure that is the same for everyone who watches my videos, that they aren't in any more danger because of my videos, of course. And I know you guys know that. I have 11 million subscribers who have been watching me for over 10 years and know that I am not that kind of person. This is mostly for the people who are just tuning in to see if I am a guy that is trying to make people do stuff like that. So I am not. Obviously, I don't have to explain that to you guys who know me, but I feel like I might need to say that for those who don't. This channel is not about violence. This channel will never be, and we never would condone that at all. I hate that. It's a weird deal, and yeah, I have news articles calling me, asking for interviews, asking what I know about the shooter, asking if I've ever had any communication.
That would be so weird
with the shooter. If I've ever,
it'd be because there's a lot of like drunken peasant shirts that have been sold over the years. So imagine if the shooter had been wearing a drunken peasant shirt or something. That would be very uncomfortable.
Ever met him? No. He bought a shirt online and unfortunately wore it that day. Anyway, wishing the best for everyone affected by this. Obviously, the way I'm affected is nothing compared to the way some people are affected by this. So I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but yeah, just kind of letting you guys know. I wanted to tell you guys who know me that we're here, we're still going, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's not what we stand for, and it will never be what we stand for, and we're gonna keep trucking. When you're watching a CNN article and it says 3 names, the shooter's, Trump's, and mine, that was not on my 2024 bingo card. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video. Let's move forward, and thank you guys for listening.
I guess he felt like he had to make this video, but he really didn't need to. Anyone who's not an idiot understands he was selling shirts, and this guy bought a shirt, and there's no way you could know that the person you're selling a shirt, the random person online that you're selling a shirt to, is going to be an attempted assassin.
Thanks for watching, and most of all, thanks for the support. I love you, and I'll see you next time.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, what do we got going on now? Oh, it's Vance. Vance has just taken the stage.
Wow. Wow.
He's got his mascara on again. Boo! Boo! Fuck this guy. He's the worst. This guy could live 40 to 50 more years. We don't want him in our politics.
Aren't I a lucky guy? Isn't she lovely and amazing?
Any more than he already is.
Greetings, Milwaukee, my fellow Americans and my fellow Republicans. My name is J.D. Vance from the great state of Ohio. Tonight, O-H-I-O, O-H-I-O.
Oh, this is making me cringe.
You guys, we're gonna chill with the Ohio love. We gotta win Michigan too here, so.
Ah! Fuck Michigan.
My friends, tonight is a night of hope. A celebration of what America once was, and with God's grace, what it will soon be again. And it is a reminder of the sacred duty we have to preserve the American experiment, to choose a new path for our children and grandchildren. But as we meet tonight, we cannot forget that this evening could have been so much different. Instead of a day of celebration, this could have been a day of heartache and mourning. For the last 8 years, President Trump has given everything he has to fight for the people of our country.
Yes, this guy was very anti-Trump at the beginning of Trump's political career.
He didn't need politics.
I think he called him Hitler, if I remember correctly.
Did it?
He said something like the Republican Hitler or something like that.
Now, prior to running for president, he was one of the most successful businessmen in the world. He had everything anyone could ever want in a life. And yet, instead of choosing the easy path, he chose to endure abuse, slander, and persecution. And he did it because he loves this country.
America's Hitler. Yeah, there you go. He called him America's Hitler. And now he's running as his vice president.
I want all Americans to go and watch the video of a would-be assassin coming a quarter of an inch from taking his life. Consider the lies they told you about Donald Trump, and then look at that photo of him, defiant, fist in the air, when Donald Trump rose to his feet in that Pennsylvania field. All of America stood with him.
I don't know about all of America. Oh, there he is. Does he have the thing? Oh, yeah, J.D. Vance's wife is Indian. I was kind of surprised, but then there were like,
for our country,
there was some weirdos online like really
fight for
getting
America.
deep into it.
Even in his most perilous moment, we were on his mind. His instinct was for us, for our country, to call us to something higher, to something greater, to once again be citizens who ask what our country needs of us. Now consider what they said. They said he was a tyrant. They said he must be stopped at all costs. But how did he respond? he called for national unity, for national calm, literally right after an assassin nearly took his life. He remembered the victims of the terrible attack, especially the brave Corey Compertori, who gave his life to protect his family. God bless
All this
him.
Vindaloo talk is making me hungry.
And then President Trump flew to Milwaukee and got back to work.
It was originally pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Now that's the man I've gotten to know personally over the last few years. He is tough, and he is, but he cares about people. He can stand defiant against an assassin one moment and call for national healing the next. He is a beloved father and grandfather, and of course, a once-in-a-generation business leader. He's the man who is feared by America's adversaries, but 2 nights ago, and I'll share a moment, said goodnight to his 2 boys, told them he loved them, and made sure to give each of them a kiss on the cheek. And I will say, Don and Eric squirmed the same way my 4-year-old does when his daddy tries to give him a kiss on the cheek. Sorry, guys. He is all those things, but tonight we celebrate he is our once and future President of the United States of America. Now, I want to respond to his call for unity myself. We have a big tent in this party on everything from national security to economic policy. But my message to you, my fellow Republicans, is we love this country and we are united to win. Right. Now, I think our disagreements actually make us stronger. That's what I've learned in my time in the United States Senate, where sometimes I persuade my colleagues and sometimes they persuade me. And my message to my fellow Americans, those watching from across the country, is shouldn't we be governed by a party that is unafraid to debate ideas and come to the best solution? That's the Republican Party of the next 4 years, united in our love for this country and committed to free speech and the open exchange of ideas.
He'll probably run
tonight,
for president
Mr. Chairman,
in 4 years.
I stand here humbled, and I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to say I officially accept your nomination to be Vice President of the United States of America.
Trump still has his bandage on his ear. I want to see what his ear looks like once the bandage comes off.
Thank you. Now, never in my wildest imagination could I have believed that I'd be standing here tonight. I grew up in Middletown, Ohio.
Middletown, Ohio.
A small town where people spoke their minds, built with their hands, and loved their God, their family, their community, and their country with their whole hearts. But it was also a place that had been cast aside and forgotten by America's ruling class in Washington. When I was in the 4th grade, a career politician by the name of Joe Biden supported NAFTA, a bad trade deal that sent countless good jobs to Mexico. When I was a sophomore in high school, that same career politician named Joe Biden gave China a sweetheart trade deal that destroyed even more good American middle-class manufacturing jobs. When I was a senior in high school, that same Joe Biden supported the disastrous invasion of Iraq, and at each step of the way,
You
in
probably
small
did,
towns
too.
like mine in Ohio or next door in Pennsylvania or Michigan. In states all across our country, jobs were sent overseas and our children were sent to war. And I agree. And somehow, a real estate developer from New York City by the name of Donald J. Trump was right on all of these issues while Biden was wrong. President Trump knew even then that we needed leaders who would put America first. Now, thanks to these policies that Biden and other out-of-touch politicians in Washington gave us, our country was flooded with cheap Chinese goods, with cheap foreign labor, and in the decades to come, deadly Chinese fentanyl. Joe Biden screwed up, and my community paid the price. Now, I was lucky. Despite the closing factories and the growing addiction in towns like mine, in my life, I had a guardian angel by my side. She was an old woman who could barely walk, but she was tough as nails. I called her Mamaw, the name we hillbillies gave to our grandmothers.
Mamaw. Mamaw.
Mamaw raised me as Mamaw raised me as my mother struggled with addiction. Mamaw was in so many ways a woman of contradiction. She loved the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. She was a woman of very deep Christian faith. But she also loved the F word. I'm not kidding. She could make a sailor blush. Now, she once told me, when she found out that I was spending too much time with a local kid who was known for dealing drugs, that if I ever hung out with that kid again, she would run him over with her car.
What the fuck was that that they just showed?
And she said, JD, no one will ever find out about it. Now, thanks to that Mamaw, things worked out for me. After 9/11, I did what thousands of other young men my age did in that time of soaring patriotism and love of country. I enlisted in the United States Marines. Semper Fi to my fellow Marines.
Yeah, they chant more than
I left
pro
the Marines
wrestling
after 4
fans
years
do.
and went to the Ohio State University. I'm sorry, Michigan. I had to get that in there. Come on. We've had enough political violence. Let's...
That was actually funny.
Now, after Ohio State, I went to Yale Law School, where I met my beautiful wife. And then I started businesses to create jobs in the kind of places that I grew up in. Now, my work taught me that there is still so much talent and grit in the American heartland. There really is. But for these places to thrive, my friends, we need a leader who fights for the people who built this country. We need a leader who's not in the pocket of big business, but answers to the working man, union and non-union alike.
Something tells me he's not a big union fan.
A leader who won't sell out to multinational corporations, but will stand up for American companies and American industry. a leader who rejects Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's Green New Scam and fights to bring back our great American factories. We need President Donald J. Trump.
Scam situation.
Some people tell me I've lived the American dream, and of course they're right, and I'm so grateful for it. But the American dream that always counted most was not starting a business or becoming a senator or even being here with you fine people, though it's pretty awesome. My most important American dream was becoming a good husband and a good dad, of being able to give. Thank you. I wanted to give my kids the things that I didn't have when I was growing up. And that's the accomplishment.
He wears mascara.
Tonight,
he's got like too much mascara on.
By my beautiful wife, Usha, an
I wonder if he
incredible
cried,
lawyer
if
and
it
a
would
better
run.
mom. And our 3 beautiful kids, Ewan, who's 7, Vivek, who's 4, and Mirabelle, who's 2. Now, they're back at the hotel, and kids, if you're watching, Daddy loves you very much, but get your butts in bed.
So one of his kids' name is
10 o'clock.
Vivek, like Ramaswamy. Who Ramaswamy is also from Ohio.
My friends, things
That's kind of weird.
Work out well for a lot of kids.
There are a lot of Indians that live in Ohio.
Every now and then, I will get a call
But
from a relative
I don't
back
think he
home
met her
who
in
asks,
Ohio,
"Did you know
though.
so-and-so?"
I think he met her in like
And I'll remember a
California or
face from years
something.
ago, and then I'll hear they died of an overdose. As always, America's ruling class wrote the checks. Communities like mine paid the price. For decades, that divide between the few with their power and comfort in Washington and the rest of us only widened. From Iraq to Afghanistan, from the financial crisis to the Great Recession, from open borders to stagnating wages, the people who govern this country have failed and failed again.
Okay.
That is, of course, until a guy named Donald J. Trump came along. President Trump represents America's last best hope to restore what, if lost, may never be found again. A country where a working-class boy born far from the halls of power can stand on this stage as the next vice president of the United States of America.
We shall see. There's a good chance. Some fist pumping going on there. All the fist
my
pumping.
fellow Americans here in this stage and watching at home, this moment is not about me. It's about all of us, and it's about who we're fighting for. It's about the auto worker in Michigan wondering why out-of-touch politicians are destroying
Gotta
their
mention
jobs.
Michigan again. What is this?
It's about the factory worker in Wisconsin who makes things with their hands and is proud of American craftsmanship. It's about the energy worker in Pennsylvania and Ohio who doesn't understand why Joe Biden is willing to buy energy from
He's
tin pot
mentioning states
dictators
that they
across
need
the
to
world
win.
when he could buy it
That's
from his
what
own
he's doing.
citizens right here in our own country.
Notice he won't mention California or Alabama. Those states are spoken for. Holy shit. Wouldn't that be funny if they started a holy shit chant? Holy shit.
You guys are a great crowd. Wow. And
Oh my God. Stop. Kick them out. Oh no, there are more joining in on the yes we are chant. Are you guys fucking stupid inbreds? Ah, I see.
And it's about, our movement is about single moms like mine who struggled with money and addiction but never gave up. And I'm proud to say that tonight my mom is here, 10 years clean and sober. I love you, Mom.
Only 10? Look at Trump. There's been people wearing like Band-Aids over their ears. I saw some stuff about that. I have the greatest audience. JD's mom. God, they're chanting everything. I can't wait to stop watching this. I'm just waiting for his ass to stop talking.
And you know, Mom, I was thinking, it'll be 10 years officially in January of 2025. And if President Trump's okay with it, let's have the celebration in the White House. And our movement, ladies and gentlemen, it's about grandparents all across this country who are living on Social Security and raising grandchildren they didn't expect to raise. And while we're on the topic of grandparents, let me tell you another Mamaw story. Now, my Mamaw died shortly before I left for Iraq in 2005. And when we went through her things, we found 19 loaded handguns. They were... Now, the thing is, they were stashed all over her house, under her bed, in her closet, in the silverware drawer. And we wondered what was going on, and it occurred to us that towards the end of her life, Mamaw couldn't get around so well. And so this frail old woman made sure that no matter where she was within arm's length of whatever she needed to protect her family. That's who we fight for. That's American spirit.
Okay. So, like, if someone broke into her house, they just had to open, like, a drawer, and then they'd be armed with her weapons? So, like, if, like, 5 people went into her house, there'd be 5 people that were armed with loaded handguns?
Now, Joe Biden has been a politician in Washington for longer than I've been alive. 39 years old. Kamala Harris is not much further behind. For half a century, he's been the champion of every major policy initiative to make America weaker and poorer. And in 4 short years, Donald Trump reversed decades of betrayals inflicted by Joe Biden and the rest of the corrupt Washington insiders. He created the greatest economy in history for workers. Really was amazing. There's this chart that shows worker wages, and they stagnated for pretty much my entire life until President Donald J. Trump came along. Workers' wages went through the roof. And just imagine what he's going to do when we give him 4 more years.
Oh my God.
Months ago, I heard some young family member observe that their parents' generation, the baby boomers, could afford to buy a home when they first entered the workforce. But I don't know, this person observed, if I'll ever be able to afford a home. The absurd cost of housing is the result of so many failures, and it reveals so much about what's broken in Washington. I can tell you exactly how it happened. Wall Street barons crashed the economy and American builders went out of business. As tradesmen scrambled for jobs, houses stopped being built. The lack of good jobs, of course, led to stagnant wages. And then the Democrats flooded this country with millions of illegal aliens.
Aliens. Spork.
So citizens had to compete with people who shouldn't even be here for precious housing. Joe Biden's inflation crisis, my friends, is really an affordability crisis. And many of the people that I grew up with can't afford to pay more for groceries, more for gas, more for rent, and that's exactly what Joe Biden's economy has given them.
We had, I mean, I love how Trump takes none of the blame in that, according to him.
So prices soared, dreams were shattered, and China and the cartels sent fentanyl across the border, adding addiction to the heartache. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not the end of our story. We've heard about villains and their victims. I've talked a lot about that, but let me tell you about the future. President Trump's vision is so simple and yet so powerful. We're done, ladies and gentlemen, catering to Wall Street. We'll commit to the working man. We're done importing foreign labor. We're going to fight for American citizens and their good jobs and their good wages.
How are you going to do that?
We're done buying energy from countries that hate us. We're going to get it right here from American workers in Pennsylvania and Ohio and across the country. We're done sacrificing supply chains to unlimited global trade, and we're going to stamp more and more products with that beautiful label, Made in the USA. We're going to build factories again, put people to work making real products for American families made with the hands of American workers. Together, we will protect the wages of American workers and stop the Chinese Communist Party from building their middle class on the backs of American citizens. Together, we will make sure our allies share in the burden of securing world peace. No more free rides for nations that betray the generosity of the American taxpayer.
Oh, he's not going to say how he's going to do any of this stuff. He's just going to say that they're going to do it. And then they don't have to do it.
Together, we will send our kids to war.
There's no law that they have to even try to do what they say they're going to do.
Showed with the elimination of ISIS and so much more, when we punch, we're going to punch hard. Together, we will put the citizens of America
Isn't it weird
first,
that
whatever
there
the
was
color of
Pence
their
in his
skin.
name?
We will, in short, make America great again.
Pence last name was, it ends in NCE, and so does Vance. Vance and Pence. Trump Pence, Trump Vance.
You know, one of the things that you hear people say sometimes is that America is an idea. And to be clear, America was indeed founded on brilliant ideas like the rule of law and religious liberty, things written into the fabric of our Constitution and our nation. But America is not just an idea. It is a group of people with a shared history and a common future. It is, in short, a nation.
I'm just stepping away just for a second.
Now, it is part of that tradition, of course, that we welcome newcomers. But when we allow newcomers into our American family, we allow them on our terms. That's the way we preserve the continuity of this project from 250 years past to hopefully 250 years in the future. And let me illustrate this with a story, if I may. I'm, of course, married to the daughter of South Asian immigrants to this country. Incredible people. People who genuinely have enriched this country in so many ways. And, of course, I'm biased because I love my wife and her family, but it's true. Now, when I proposed to my wife, we were in law school, and I said, honey, I come with $120,000 worth of law school debt and a cemetery plot on a mountainside in eastern Kentucky. And I guess standing here tonight, it's just gotten weirder and weirder, honey. But that's what she was getting. Now, that cemetery plot in eastern Kentucky is near my family's ancestral home. And like a lot of people, we came from the mountains of Appalachia into the factories of Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Now, that's Kentucky coal country, one of the 10... Now, it's one of the 10 poorest counties in the entire United States of America. They are very hardworking people, and they're very good people. They're the kind of people who would give you the shirt off their back even if they can't afford enough to eat. And our media calls them privileged and looks down on them. But they love this country, not only because it's a good idea, but because in their bones they know that this is their home. And it will be their children's home, and they would die fighting to protect it. That is the source of America's greatness. As a United States Senator, I get to represent millions of people in the great state of Ohio with similar stories, and it is the great honor of my life. Now, in that cemetery, there are people who were born around the time of the
He's just
Civil
talking
War.
forever.
And if, as I hope, my wife and I are eventually laid to rest there, and our kids follow us, there will be 7 generations just in that small mountain cemetery plot in eastern Kentucky. 7 generations of people who have fought for this country, who have built this country, who have made things in this country, and who would fight and die to protect this country if they were asked to. Now,
gold MAGA
that's
hats.
not just an idea, my friends. That's not just a set of principles. Even though the ideas and the principles are great, that is a homeland. That is our homeland. People will not fight for abstractions, but they will fight for their home. And if this movement of ours is going to succeed, and if this country is going to thrive, our leaders have to remember that America is a nation and its citizens deserve leaders who put its interests first. Now, we won't agree on every issue, of course, not even in this room. We may disagree from time to time about how best to reinvigorate American industry and renew American family. That's fine. In fact, it's more than fine. It's good. But never forget that the reason why this united Republican Party exists, why we do this, why we care about those great ideas and that great history, is that we want this nation to thrive for centuries to come. Now, eventually in that mountain cemetery,
I don't care about the fucking mountain cemetery. I'm so tired of this shit.
I would like them
I don't
to
even know
know
what to say about it because it's so
thanks to the
dumb.
work of this Republican Party, the United States.
I don't care. I don't care where you want to get buried and where your family's buried. I don't give a shit. Ah! I'm done. I'm done. Fuck that guy. Let's watch someone with some credibility.
Good evening, everyone. Stephanie here, Stephen. I'm going to be a better twerker than Sam Risley, the base station producer who likes to shit on calendars. When he sees a picture of me looking like this, he goes and bloody shits on them. That's what he ever fucking does. When he sees a picture of me, he starts wanking over it. Fucking bastard. Bastard. Anyway, I'm a better twerker than him. Mind you, which pretty can twerk. I can twerk like this and all. Look, see? I can twerk. Yeah, see? I can twerk. Yeah, I can twerk, you know, like this.
Ding dong, baby.
That's how I can twerk, you see. I'm better than Sam Risley. I think he dresses up as, he's known as Samantha. Oh my God, that could surprise Pretty, that would. Yeah, she loves surprises, Pretty does. Yeah, so all the backstage and beauties as well, they love surprises. Look, see, I've got a tights on. I meant to have ladders, but you know, stockings. Fishnets, but unfortunately, when I'll get some soon to replace these ones because I've got bloody holes in them. No, woman feels.
It was his weird bulge in his pantyhose.
So, okay, you base station beauties, I love you all. Mwah! Love you, base station beauties. You're very good, see? Yes, all base station beauties, I love you all. Mwah!
He is something else. He is something else. Ha ha.
Now you listen here, Gavin. You listen fucking here, you fucking arsehole. You don't print pictures of me on a towel. Do you fucking understand? Do you prick? Otherwise Craig Wilson will call the police on you. You don't bully me online, okay? You got it? You bully me online, then I'll bully you. See how you like it, crap. See how you like it, Gavin. Do you understand? You stop printing pictures of me and put them on a towel. Not fair on me. I have a learning difficulty, and you're not to print pictures of me on a towel and all that. And you're to stop bullying me. Okay, it is not fair. Nobody bullies on me, not including you, Gavin. Do you fucking understand? Do you understand? Now, please.
He's the
stop.
real egghead.
Okay.
He was so mad there. He has an interesting look here, though. I haven't seen him with the Hawaiian shirts. Such a strange man. Oh. So, yes. I'm going to put up a timer in hopes that someone out there or a few of you will start a tip train to get us to 25%. We're at 18% right now. I'm going to put up a 10-minute timer. If we don't get it, we don't get it. That's fine. But I'll have to spend my if Egged's out there, Egged, you can help me. You can be the hero. If a couple of you out there can be the hero, and I'll keep the stream going for at least another hour. I've got other stuff to watch. But if Egged's out there, if you're out there and you got a $5 to spare or whatever, it adds up if a couple of you do it. Agid. Agid. Yeah, the Steven Dawson stuff is just wild. It's just crazy. No, I'm not doing DoorDash these days. Gas is too expensive. You don't really make a lot of money doing it. And then some people just don't tip at all. And there's a lot less orders because they instituted like these fees here to try and pay the DoorDash people more. But then it just makes less people order. So there's less orders going around. So it kind of fucked over the people. Egghead just moved to a new place. I don't think he has that gross bathtub anymore. I think that was like 2 apartments ago. I want to put together a baseball tournament for everyone that has Xbox Game Pass. We can all play the baseball game on Xbox. I know I probably wouldn't be able to get enough people to do it, but I think that would be fun. If we could get like a group of like 10 people together to play in Super Mega Baseball Tournament. Yeah, I don't want to. I just don't. Like, gas is like $5 a gallon and shit. It just doesn't make sense to drive around and deliver. Plus, people drive like idiots. Yes, they raised your wages and passed the bill on to the customers, and there's less customers now because not everyone's willing to pay for that shit. There was a lot of news stories about it, like people who used to work in downtown Seattle, and there'd be like an endless stream of orders, and now the orders are like way down. Egged, take a shit in your bathtub. Take a big fat shit in your bathtub, Egged. Take a colossal doo-doo in your bathtub, Egged. Oh, gee willikers, guys. Yeah. All they do is run the app and they take such a huge amount of money. It's ridiculous. And then people like use their own cars and like put wear and tear on their car and pay for their own gas. It's ridiculous. Five minutes remaining. There's been no donos to help us get to 25%. It's sad. Sad state of affairs. Gideo Games Underground. Yeah, I would not want to be an Uber driver. Like I've done the food delivery thing. I would not want to let people I don't know in my car. And like they're sitting behind me while I'm driving and they could basically do anything and I'd just be like at the mercy of whatever they wanted to do. Yeah, I would not want to do that. No, thank you. Shit. Do I see that window? Oh. Is that like a quote from a movie or something? Oh my God. It was a solid 2.5 hour stream. Milk farts. Guys, I'm tired. You know what I am saying? Cobra has not been making content lately. He never live streams anymore. And his videos, like, he only puts out a few here and there. Cobra is not putting out the content. Do you guys remember, what was her name? Mobility Mary? Oh my God! I remember we were watching her for a little while. Oh, I get it. It's okay. I'm just going to, like, take the time off, if, you know, take the time off to work on some other stuff.
Hope you cover
there it
that
is.
Missoftic Home Depot thing I sent you. I have some crazy info about it since I was right next to her when it happened. Legit thought I was going to get shot. She actually got fired BTW.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I always think of Art Van Gogh and her whole thing with Home Depot. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. Thank you for the dono. We didn't hit 25%, but that was a cool last-minute dono. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so the timer ran out. There's no other sleeper donos, I don't think. So I'm going to wrap this one up, and I'll be back tomorrow because I stream all the friggin' time. Have a good night, everybody. It was fun.